Okay, so remember that they're changing my voice. I'm over here at Tennis Station. You know, I've been here for several hours now in Morgan Hill, California. So this is part 2, I guess, of that video I made about the female in the news who looked like my ex-fiance. Before I even finished the video, you know, I took some pictures and I made that video. Now, as I continued watching the video, I saw that they put up the symbol of the United Farm Workers. If I'm not mistaken, is what it's called. It's like a what is referred to as a huegla bird, I believe it is. And you have the word egg and the lay, and hue. Hue means authoritative utterance when we're talking about Egypt. And some people interpret it as creative utterance. You know, kind of speaking with authority. I'm speaking with, you know, so that when they say creative, it's like they're playing a magic card game. You know, they're pretending to be the Royal African Falcon martial art order. Look it up, right? Hue, what have you. Now, the female in the picture, her name was Teresa Romero. And Maria was said to live in the Santa Teresa area. Again, Santa Teresa, right? Santa Clara County. Santa is Satan's scramble. Okay. Also had a friend who dated a female. When I dated my first girlfriend, I might even be his first girlfriend. Her name was Teresa. Okay. So anyway, you get the Romero, you get the Romeo, right? So that connects because I assume Maria was Hispanic, you know, when I first met her. And then you have the River North case. You have this female, Marissa DiNapoli. Her boyfriend, Martin Mendoza, right, has the word men in it. And he was presented in the original picture on the news as looking like a Norteño gang member. You know, with the red shorts, his shirt, and some kind of tank top, coming down the stairs. Looked like he was posing like a gangster. I thought originally that it was a picture from his Facebook of him coming down the stairs and trying to brag about, you know, how much money he got and how he's a smooth gangster or something. That's how it came off. You know, the mustache, the hair. Okay. Now, I don't know if he is or not. But that goes back to the River North Club and the Guadalupe connection, right? This guy who was killed in San Jose in the Guadalupe area, you know, or by some street named Guadalupe, or they brought up Guadalupe there. And there was the Guadalupe River flooding in Texas. So there's all these connections. So anyway, real briefly here, a part of the disagreement here has to do with people who are more like craftsmen, right? And military people. Okay, one of them just drove by here, in fact. I think it's a coincidence. Tinted car, black wheels. So anyway, people who are, in fact, I'm going to release this footage here. People who, I hope I didn't walk around too much. My car's dirty because they make it hard for me to clean it. It's a story for another day. But anyway, because I can't go through the drive-through because of the car wash because of my condition. I can't wipe it down too much because it hurts my wrists because they use some kind of fume. They want me to look bad. And they did things, you know, where I also have to drive with one wheel that's black. I mean, they're trying to play me out. They do things to my clothes. So I wear the same clothes all the time. Right now I'm waiting to wash my this pair of pants I got in the mail. Waiting to wash it a whole bunch of times so I can wear that. They do something funny with you know, when you first get the clothes, there's some kind of chemical on it. When I get them, that chemical stays there for like 30 washes at least, and I can't even get it off some clothes. I have some clothes that I've washed like 120 times, some sweaters, and that chemical like substance is there, and it causes me to have various problems here, you know, joint problems, what have you. And it caused my body to make cracking noises. It's pretty ridiculous. So they go out of their way to kind of create a certain presentation, right? Communication, right? The Asian presentation, the Asian, the plantation, the consideration. Consider the alpha shun. So it goes back to preparation. And prepare is rape scramble. And even the word parent has the word rape scramble in it. Anyway, so Romero has Romeo in it, right? And I look like an older version of Master P's son back in the day, Little Romeo, when he was first coming out. He looked like he could be my son. Very similar look. And you have the movie Romeo Must Die with Jet Li, and I've connected that before in the past. When you connect those things, it's clear. So there's a difference between someone who's very romantic, right? I'm going to put it in a way that a lot of people who are thugs can understand here real briefly. I'm sure you'll understand it as well. It's hard to explain the conflict between the righteous romantic person and the kind of porn cult guy. So a guy who's in the porn industry might describe it as, hey, some guys like to wine and dine a bitch, okay? And then, you know, someone like me might respond, well, fuck you, bebop, you know what I'm saying? You knucklehead, you know what I'm saying, you idiot, right? Because it's a higher brain function that allows for the truest romance, a certain sensitivity, a certain gentleness, a certain sweet caress, right? It's something that a lot of R&B singers wish they had. They're a little bit sensitive, but they don't have that masculinity that comes with it, you know, with true love, right? They have a kind of sissy, baby line, pretty boy sensitivity instead of a mature martial art hero sensitivity. That's why Marshall is marital, scrambled, and I Christ in the Bridegroom, the top martial arts ever possible. As soon as you hear it, you should already know. There's all kinds of idiots on the news. They try to present as superior martial arts. I've beaten no time flat. You know, scientists, politicians, rich people. Okay, they're, you know, what the hell? And I'm shunned. Haven't had a date in like 7 years. Here am I in public saying this out loud, right? No one can hear me right here, except for, you know, the people having me under surveillance or something. But there's that, right? You get a lot of these tinted windows these days. The world is sinking into the pit, right? You see all these tinted vehicles, you know what I'm talking about. And there's one over there too. They got my dusty car. They try to play me out, but you know, I'm carrying my cross. All these cats aren't carrying their cross. All these dogs, so to speak, right? They're not carrying their cross. I am, you know, and my look reflects that. I'm manning up. I'm not with the pretty boy assimilation bullshit. I'm not trying to insult people. I'm trying to make distinctions here. Believe it or not, I'm a very considerate person. That's why I often say I'm not trying to insult X, Y, and Z in my videos. I've apologized many times in my videos just to overkill that I'm a fair person. But you can imagine some of the stuff will piss you off. Okay? You're being cheated more than anyone that's ever lived. You can imagine you'd be mad about it. Okay? Women don't appreciate you. When I was younger, they used to say things like, you know, oh, you just want to, you know, to other people, right? They just want to fuck them and da-da-da-da-da, and that's shallow. But there's some gold-digging, shallow, fucking punk-ass, ditzy-ass bitches, okay? And I say this so, because it's easier to say that. I grew up kind of talking that way, you see what I mean? But I also talk in a way that's very romantic and smooth, and they've prevented me from using that kind of voice in most of my videos, and they've edited the videos. They've done everything from drastically editing video pictures to subtly editing it. I'm not gay. I would never put red on my lips. They stain my lips with red because I can only drink certain drinks that stain my lips, and they prolong that lip staining. Okay, I mean, it is bad. It is bad. You know, I could lick my lips, wash and wipe it all the time. It wouldn't help very much. But they use some kind of very drastic substance, and it's similar with the fumes in the air. When I air out my car, I have all 4 doors open, all windows down, you know, and it'll still be airing it out. And it has something to do with this white substance that's on the vehicle here, okay? Now, a lot of people don't have dirt on their car, but usually it's brown, right? So that, but sometimes I guess it's white. It's been a while. I don't notice it on other people's vehicles too much. But on my vehicle, whatever that substance is, it's not the normal white substance. It's something that is extra sticky and thick. And when I wash it, you know, yeah, it has something to do, maybe fumes or something, but it's something to do with the fumes from the car, like the exhaust, mixed with nanoparticles that are causing them to be more sticky, because it has something to do with me being fumed. And I have witnesses to the fuming. I have 2 witnesses to the fuming specifically, and I have 23 witnesses. That's where I got the picture. You know, I'm going to go ahead and put at the end of this video the picture of the drink I was talking about. I meant to put this in its own video. I'll probably do it in its own video later or something. Okay.